welcome to Colouring with Colourful Crafts. Now, I've been away for a while, so I haven't been able to film as much as I want and to get on with my colourings as much as I want. Things have not been brilliant, things, you know, life things have not been brilliant, so I haven't been able to do the last couple of weeks for those reasons. But I'm back now anyway, and as the title says, this is going to be the flip through of my pin-up tiki pin-up girls, and also my tropi goth girls ladies for the month of June and July, because of course we're doing the TropiJune, Tropi July with the hot tropics and tropi goth. And then maybe in the next few weeks I might chuck in another few here and there, different titles to work with and do more tropical kind of things on. But anyway, I'll show you what I've been doing so far. So we've got these two. Now, you saw me do, if you watched my last video, I think it might still be up on my channel, where I did the colouring of this on camera. So we coloured this together. This was really fun. She worked out really well, and in the end I went over it just to outline parts that needed to be a bit more, you know, that they weren't like coming out as much as I wanted them to. But in the end, this is what I came up with, and I'm pretty happy with her overall. Yeah, I was really happy. The golden earrings are the what is it called? Super golden marker, I think. Super golden marker. So that's why they're a bit shiny there. But yeah, that was really fun. And the background was done with my Jane Devonport layer cake paints. Then we go on to the next one, which is this one here. Now, I don't believe you saw this on camera. I think I did this off camera. This is just of a another tiki kind of type pin-up girl, or not tiki, tropi goth girl, amongst the skulls and the stones and the leaves in the tropical paradise that she finds herself in. I wish I lived in the bloody tropical paradise, but anyway. So yeah, there's that one. Some of the pens were a bit, I'm not sure if I was that impressed with how it came out. I don't know, I'm not feeling it, but I did like what I did with the highlights, like using this neon pink for the highlight, for the background highlights. I thought that worked. But the rest of it, I'm not entirely sure I like it or not. It's okay, I suppose. You know, sometimes you don't always like the pages you do. And then after that one, I have this one. I think she's drinking out one of those what do you call them? What are they called now? Tiki, that's it. Tiki cup glass things with a straw, and then she's got this big leaf at the back of her. I picked the colours to try and complement each other as much as I could. And I like how her eyes are like fiery, like a volcano. I thought that was really cool. And again, some more of that super golden sharp marker on her little earring. But yeah, that was how she turned out. I'm a bit more happier with that. I wasn't as happy with the other one. But, you know, as I say, you're going to find ones that you're going to be like, oh, I'm not as happy with that. I think that happens to everyone. And then I've done this one here of the, she's some kind of goddess. I imagine her as like a desert goddess. So I did like tribal face paints and all sorts of different things going on with that one. Unfortunately, it seems to have come through a bit onto the side of the page. It doesn't really matter there. And then this background was done again with my Jane Devonport's layer cake paints. But they're very good for blending, and they're very bright. So they come out like, you use them, I suppose they're a bit like watercolour, because you use a lot of water in them. But they come out really bright and like more like an acrylic paint, but they're more easier to work with than acrylic paint. if you see what I mean. Well, I don't know what I mean, but excuse me. So that's what I've done here. The highlights, I've now managed to use up pretty much all my other white highlighter pen that I had. So I have now gone on to, I'm just going to make sure the lid's on to show you this. Now I have this in my room because I painted a bit of furniture in the bedroom and I had loads of this left, and I've kept it and actually found that the chalk white of this furniture paint comes very, very, very useful for highlights, as shown on this page. This is what I used here, because I cannot get any other white highlighter to come out as bright and as vibrant as that does. So that's what I've done there. It took a while to dry, but once it's dry, I don't believe I can even get that off with a nail. So I found my perfect alternative to a highlighter pen, the Rust-Oleum Chalky Finish Furniture Paint. There you go. If you can't get on with white highlighter pens, that's what you get. So I'm happy now. I just use that mostly. Sometimes I use my other ones, but I usually end up going over it with that. So there's that one. And then the final piece I did in here was this girl, and I went with another kind of tropical theme because obviously TropiJune, Tropic July, and I did her purples and pinks and her turquoise. I really like how she turned out. I was going to actually do some more like highlights on her hair on this section, but then something must have happened, or the dog must have needed me and I was called away, and you know what things are like. So I didn't actually manage to finish that, but the rest of it's done and I'm quite happy with how she turned out. I think it's pretty successful. And then that's it for that book. But to say this is a relatively new copy, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, sorry, in that one. On to Hot Tropics. This is quite an older copy, of which I have done previous from the previous month, but from this month I'm just going to show you what I have done. I did this one here of this tiki pin-up girl with her tiki mug glass, whatever it is that she's drinking from, and I used my, again, you see this is the other, I think I just used, let's see, this one. That's just the acrylic markers by Stationery Island, very cheap, mate, that you can buy on Amazon. And that's what I used here for these highlights. But as you can see, it didn't really work very well. And this is why I keep falling out with my highlighters, because it's just not as vibrant as I would have liked it. But yeah, the rest of it is okay. I'm quite happy. I decided to put some diamonds in the background, make it pop out a bit more, and a bit of blue along the flower and the left side of her hair. But I'm quite happy with that. I like how her hair kind of goes from blonde to orange to pink to purple. I'm very happy with how that turned out. And then the next one I've done is this one. And I decided, and I don't know whether this was a good thing to do or a bad thing to do, I was going to add her some leaves either side here, because she had some there, and I thought, oh, I'll add some here, and that's what I did. But then this kind of went off at a weird angle, and I don't really like what I added, and I wish I hadn't put that there. I just left it at that. I would have been happy, but I can't really get rid of it. I wish I could, because I would be very, very happy if that wasn't there, but unfortunately it is. But yeah, that's what I came up with. She's very, very pretty, and I love her eye makeup I put on, and how I coloured in this tiki guy thing here, and then the orange slice. I think it's an orange. I did it, it's like a blood orange thing, but yeah, I'm really happy with that one. And then I think there's one last one I did. Please hold on and bear with me. I did one last one in here. I know, because I've just finished it today. You can have a look at some of my older works. That was the mermaid that I did from last month. She was absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy with her. Let's see. She was a while ago. That was a long time ago. No, not her. And then that one. No, there was another one I did. What's the other one I did? Well, maybe it wasn't in this book. I thought it was in this book. Sorry about this. Oh. No. No. Half of my videos are me flipping through books and trying to find and show you the finished pages that I know I have done because I've just finished it today. Or did I just show that one? No, I didn't. I believe I did. There, that's the one I've just done today. I don't think I just showed that one. Hopefully I did. Maybe I didn't, I can't remember, but I'm showing it again. Yeah, so this one I just completed today. As you can tell, it's been a bit of a nightmare, but I again had to use my white furniture paint because I was not getting anywhere with my other. I've had to actually chuck out various pens in my bin to show you. Inside the bin, lots of pens that I've chucked out, and one of them, oh, the big black fluffy stuff is from my cat. My husband likes to brush the cat, and then the cat hairs end up in the bin, and yeah, it's gross. But anyway, yeah, so I've had to throw quite a lot of pens out, and I'm just seeming to be running out of a lot of them, and a lot of these what are they, the Tri-Blend Spectrum Noirs, these ones are always drying up on me now because I've had them years, and yeah, I could just all beginning to dry up as time goes on, so I'm having to throw away a lot more than I would like. And I did manage to purchase some more last month. I think I got these guys. Oh, let me show you. I got some of these. These were the aqua ones, which I've been after for so long because I like the aqua ones. They don't bleed through the pages as much. So if you're doing a page that's like in a book that has another page at the other side of it, you don't want it to bleed through. These are brilliant for that. Unfortunately, now it seems in the UK, unless you're willing to pay something ridiculous on eBay, you can't get hold of them. So I had to pay £8 and get it shipped over from the US. So if you're in the US, you're very lucky bastards. Oh, do excuse my language, because you can actually get hold of nice pens. We can't here, not even online. Anyway, I did manage to get hold of it from there, and that was shipped over here. I had to wait, I think it was about a week and a half for it to arrive, but yeah, when they did, I'm really happy to get using them, and they work perfectly, no problem. So yeah, that's the last page I did. I hope to be back in the next week with some more completed pages, and yeah, I shall I might try and deviate a bit away from these kind of type books. I've been really going into a lot recently, and try some of the ones. One that I have got and did purchase, whoops, do excuse me, I don't know if I showed this, but this one was a copy of Camilla D'Erico's Flights of Fancy, and I bought this book just recently, and I've got a lot of pages to fill in, and I thought it has a tropical kind of feel to it. The only thing I don't like about this book is there seems to be a lot of bees. For some reason, there's bees there, there's more bees, somewhere else bees there. It doesn't seem a very, look, there's a lot of bees, and it was beginning to really annoy me seeing all these bees in there. But yeah, I don't know. And then there was this one of an owl. I don't know what an owl is doing. Well, I suppose it's a flight of fancy, isn't it? But I'm not really keen on the owl page. It reminds me of Harry Potter with these silly glasses at the back of it. And I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. In fact, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even like Harry Potter at all. I don't know if this is the best book I could have bought and spent my money on, but there you go. Some of them are okay. This one, no. I don't know what's going on there with that page. I'm completely confused. yeah, I don't think it's as good as her previous books, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully I shall have more from that book, sorry, and maybe some other ones as we go throughout the month of June and then into July. Bye.